Howdy guys, Bookie Laura here. It's end of September, so this is my goals wrap up of September. Now if you watched last month, you'll know that my goals wrap up is basically a kind of like different form of wrap up that I'm trying out. I wanted to do something, so instead of doing the normal wrap up where you talk about a book and blah 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 blah, kind of split it up. So I'm doing mini book reviews of the books that I've read in September in a separate video, and this is kind of looking at the goals that I set for myself and how I'm doing with them in general. So it should be fairly short and sweet. Now I had in my mind that I had a fantastic reading month in September. I really thought I was going to have loads of books to talk about. So when I added them up and there were only 5, I was actually quite disappointed. Like 5 books, that is just not what I thought I'd read this month at all. However, they were generally quite meaty, and when I used Goodreads and added up the number of pages that I had read, it came to a whopping 2,027. Now that is in fact the best reading month I've had so far this year. However, it's slightly distorted by the fact that I've only been including books when I finished them. So June, I started in August and finished in September. So I include the entire page count in the September wrap up. This may be something that I tweak in the future, but I just didn't want to make it really complicated. Anyway, so what I plan to do is kind of summarise them in terms of the number of stars that I gave them, and then tell you how I got on with the reading goals that I set for myself. Spoiler alert, I didn't get on well. I call it a very successful reading month when I realise that you haven't actually rated any of these books below 4 stars. This is fantastic news. So anyway, without further ado, I gave 4 stars to Romeo and Juliet, which I do not have a copy of. I gave 4 stars to A Midsummer Night's Dream. I gave 4 stars to June. I gave 4 stars to Sleeping Beauties. And then my top book of the month, the one that I gave 5 stars to, was The Hate U Give. If you are interested in knowing more about what I thought of these books and what they're about, then you can check out my mini book reviews video, which should be coming out in just a matter of days. So every month I set myself goals based around the 2 goals that I have for the year, which were to read more children's literature and to read more non-fiction. So I picked out some books that would allow me to do that at the start of the month, and I read neither of them. Neither of them. It's pretty embarrassing when you're doing a goals sort of wrap up to say I didn't meet any of my goals, but in terms of pages I read a lot, so I'm really pleased with that. And actually ShakeTube has kind of taken over, because when I'm reading those plays at weekends, I'm not getting other things done. And children's literature I intend to smash next month. Oh, look at the dust floating by. I have big plans for children's literature for October, so it will get done. So I know this is short and sweet, but I kind of wanted a really quick video that was just going to summarise what I'd read, summarise how I'd met my goals and the successes that I'd have, and then save the sort of more summaries and review type stuff for a separate video. Let me know how your goals are looking for September. Did you manage to achieve what you wanted to, or have you just done like me and actually read completely different stuff than you intended? Let me know below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.